So over here, we are going to want to find a way to send iron into this. Only a certain amount, a little bit of iron, because it does have an infinite inventory. So we want to send in, say, 1 iron ingot, wait for that to process, send that through into a storage of some kind, and then send through another iron ingot. And we're gonna be making iron on site, much like we are over there. And we're gonna use the same system that we've got over here for making our iron. That way, we are not tapping into any of our current supply, and that is still gonna be for personal use. However, I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do that just yet. I have a feeling that we're going to be able to use integrated dynamics. Like, we can use an AND to say, so if this and this, then do this. Or we can do an OR, you know. And I think there's an inventory reader. Yeah, we can use an inventory reader to see what is in an inventory. In fact, let's see if we can do a little test. Let's do a small scale test together, provided we've got the materials. So let's grab an inventory reader. So we've got ourselves a barrel. We pop on our inventory reader, pop down a cable so we can access in here. And what do we want to do? Well, we want to... So if the inventory is empty, we've got no compressed iron, then we want to export the iron. So let's go to item, export iron ingots. Now I think we can scroll wheel this. No. Okay, so export iron ingot, right? So this is going to be... So we've got a drawer here, which has got our iron ingots in. If this inventory is empty, then we're going to want to export 1 iron. So we can throw down an interface, but we're also then going to need an exporter on a barrel of some kind. And then we're going to have an exporter. This is going to have our export card in, right? No, because we need to now join these cards together, right? So, it's been a while. No, not NAND. That's a maths. No. Increase, decrease, contains, index. It's just such a complex mod. Join, rounding. Okay, it's going to be in here somewhere. Was it called? It had 2 spots and then a final spot. So if this and this, then do that. Oh, of course, we need to actually make one that says true. So if it is true, if it is empty, this is one that says true. Now we just got to find what it is actually called. No. I'm going to go through each one manually. Let's just check it's none of these first. Recipes we're going to be using later dates. I feel like it's going to be equals, right? But where is equals? There. Okay, so we found it. Right then. So then, if this is empty, if this is true, then do this, right? So if that plus this is true, that'll enter either a true or a false. This is driving me mad. I should have probably learned how to do this first and then re-recorded myself doing it. In fact, I might still do that. If that equals true. Then we just need an if true. Good. So then if our new one, if this one is true as well, then we've done one too many steps actually. I've worked it out. Stop doing the stuff. Okay. So this card, not necessary. We want to do if this is true, then we want to export... Oh, I've just overwritten that, haven't I? Of course. I am so close to being in the right spot. So close. Okay, so the one that I was actually looking for is the choice one. If true... Right, you ready? We're going to do this together and we're definitely going to get it right. If this one equals true, then we want to do this one, right? Otherwise, we want to do nothing. Is that going to work? Shift for info. Yeah. Or are we going to need to make a new... Yeah, because that didn't work because I got to actually have a card up there. Okay. There's got to be one for do nothing, right? I guess we could just make a bool for false, right? Just, you know, just so we've got something. So, if this variable card here equals true, then we would like to export the item iron ingot. If not, we are going to return false. No? Are you wrong? Why are you wrong? Item was expected, so have I got these the wrong way round? Item variable? Nope. Okay, so we got to export item or export item. Item was expected. Why is my brain not kicking into gear? You know what? I think we can simplify this a little bit because this is already going to return an inventory to say that it is empty because we can limit that empty. So if the inventory is empty, we are going to first export the item iron ingot. Otherwise, I did make an empty variable card, empty item variable card to say export no items, right? So this is that. Now, the last thing that we're going to need is a variable store. I keep forgetting this isn't applied under logistics. Store this fella here. And this needs to be connected on the network. So we'll just put it there for now. So we need to put in this one right there. We need to put in our iron ingot. And we also need to then put in our item card. Now, where is the one that we just made? I've got too much stuff. This one, the choice generator. So let's see if we can't limit this to one item. Wait, that's not going to work because this inventory is not going to be empty, is it? What if we do one of them? You're still reading as false. All right, let's try this out. We probably need a better inventory, to be fair. Actually, we're not doing anything with inventory count just yet. So no items are getting moved over. If it's empty, one iron ingot gets moved over. That'll then get converted over. That'll be taken out, put into our machine. And look at that. Another one turns up. Okay, this is going to work. We can have one going into our... So, provided we can read that input, we can go ahead and put our inventory reader onto our pressure chamber, or at least pop it onto the input of that. And we can somehow then make it work so we're only making one at a time if we need it. If the drawer is empty, I think there is also... Now, another thing we can do is the inventory count. We can say how many items are going to be in there. So if we were to put in that many items, that is 32 items, you can see that it has counted 32 items. So we can set up a true false, is bigger than, is smaller than a certain number. And we can just kind of, try and work that out. That all depends on, though, whether we can put this inventory reader onto our pressure chamber. So I'm going to go ahead now and see if we can transfer this logic over to our pressure chamber and try and get the rest of our cells moved into our new home. So I will see you in a bit after I have pulled some of my hairs out trying to automate this compressed iron, and of course, if I can work it out, I will show you how it's done. I'll see you soon.